Guys.
Round two.
Round two.
Cameron
Rhymes. Stuckly buckly.
Douglas do.
Wookly doo.
Hey guys. We didn't want.
Okay.
We're not talking about SummerSlam. It's not our SummerSlam
Yeah, we're not talking about Cameron
or Takeover
Prince.
30 review.
Deep
This
into
is-
wrestling.
This is
But
our.
we are drinking a cold, smooth, premium style Presidente.
Presidente.
El Presidente.
El Presidente.
Grosso.
We don't need no stinking badges. Oh.
It's a line from this movie.
Because they quote a lot of movies.
No, because it's Billy Crystal.
They quote a lot of movies.
It's all him. It's all him.
Guess what, you guys?
No.
We watched
No,
City
John
Slickers.
Lovitz was quoting
Chew.
Godfather.
That's a character choice.
Godfather.
Chew.
The Legend of
City
Curly's
Slickers
Gold,
too.
guys.
Yeah, I never even saw the first one, so
So, you know what?
this is a thing.
She's going to go back and watch the first one.
No.
We're going to pause it right
Never.
here. And we're going to watch it together. And then
Watching
we're gonna
this
do
made me
double
not want
review.
to watch the first
Double
one.
review.
Ooh. All right, let's get into it. You pulling it up on IMDb?
This is more of a coming of age story, I think.
Sure. Yep, that's right.
Probably this was the sequel.
No, yeah, the first
to the
one was
first one.
a coming of age story, getting into your middle age. This one's about like brothers and brotherhood, you know,
And
because those two are
And-
clearly brothers.
and telling your wife something and then completely not following up and also fake coming so that she thinks you came and then reading a map.
Mm.
So, if we're at that point already,
Well,
oh God.
I was going to say, I wrote down something that I thought was going to be funny, and then it turned into that, and I was like, this is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Guys,
Terrible.
Vistas. The Vistas, it starts off with this beautiful music overlay. Definitely some 90s feel to this. I thought it was Danny Elfman. It wasn't. Did you write down who it was?
Some guy who did a bunch of 90s music. I think he's Jewish.
I think
I
it's
think
yours.
he's Jewish. That's going to be a quote for the
Very
when
helpful.
they re-release it.
Very helpful.
All cast and crew. That's
Yeah.
it.
That'll be on the back.
Keep
on the back
talking.
of
I
the
want to
Bam.
say Berg is in his name, maybe? I don't know.
That'll be on the back of the DVD. It'll be
Original music by,
I'm going to be so off.
there's only one credit,
I know.
Mark Shyman.
Yeah, he's still Jewish.
Sure.
He did a lot of music for a lot of movies. I checked them out.
And then they start off with like a Billy Crystal action hero sequence, and of course you realize it's a dream.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because he's seeing Curly, and you're like,
Yeah.
that guy died in the first one, though.
Jack Palance isn't around anymore.
Jack Palance is dead.
Yeah,
Jack
so
Palance still alive, but
so
not
but
Curly.
we
And at
find
that point
out.
he was
I mean,
alive.
I never saw the
He's
first
dead
one,
now,
so I
isn't
didn't know where I was coming from.
He's
But we
way
find
dead
out
now.
that it's his 40th birthday, and his mom calls him like, "Oh my God, I'm a mom, and you're my angel from heaven. Oh my God."
I definitely looked at him and felt my mortality as someone about to turn 40. I was like, oh, really?
This movie assumes you remember everything from the first movie, from the beginning.
Well, I think because they literally released this movie like a day after
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first one.
Yeah.
It's like, we already had it made. All the footage is in the bag. Just put it in. Jack Palance is still here.
Yeah,
Daniel
exactly.
Stern wasn't doing anything good in there.
He was not. I can guarantee he wasn't.
No, this was before Home Alone 2, though. So there.
Obviously, you can tell from that baby face.
Yeah. Also, in one scene, he goes, "Oh." It's where apparently in the first one he was already going through his divorce, and he's still going through his divorce in this one, I guess. But I bought a mandarin color shirt, and now I'm regretting everything in my life.
But hey, everyone knows Mandarin Hollow shirts were very cool for their time.
Yeah, because
okay?
these guys wore them to their
No, just this
prom.
guy. I didn't. Just this guy.
I was actually a Cantonese colored shirt. It was a little different.
Oh, okay.
Actually, you had it was like an A collared shirt.
Maybe I did. Maybe
He
I did.
had like a cravat.
I wish. God, I would have totally rocked it. My semi-formal, I had an awesome, like, fully one-tone gray with vest suit that I got from the thrift store, and I was like, and it fit
Nice.
perfectly. It fit like it was
Nice.
tailored to fit me, and it was
Yeah.
like,
Nice. Wow.
Guys,
So anyway,
yeah.
Billy Crystal.
So he's got crazy parents.
Yeah.
His name is Mitch. His wife's name is Holly. I was sort of writing names out because I always forget their names, and it's like Billy Guy's character face. So I was like, I'll write down some names here. And he tries to talk his wife into sex by saying, "This little man wants to go to the parade."
Yeah, that I wrote that
Well,
down too.
Well, spoiler you, sure.
Little man wants to go to the parade.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So I get like a parade in her
But
vagina.
his wife
Guess
is
so.
thirsty
Yeah.
as fuck.
Oh,
This
God.
whole movie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well,
but-
I mean,
yeah,
for the movie,
but
for the
whole
movie that she's
first,
in.
Yeah, the first
Yeah,
fourth
exactly.
Of it,
But I
she's
mean,
like,
if you had like the sexuality of Billy Crystal in your house, like just
But also, you know that she is fucking another guy because when he's away, there's nothing. No calls, no nothing. She calls twice, he doesn't pick up, then no.
But can you blame her? Because he
work.
evades sex with her because he wants to look at a fucking treasure
He
map.
pretended to come.
Yeah. In like 10 seconds, he simulated sex and pretended to
Who
come.
hasn't faked an orgasm before, really? Like, come on.
So they can look at so they can look at a treasure map though. That's the follow.
Yeah. Not because the sex was bad.
Because that gold, baby, that
Yeah.
sweet
You know,
gold.
treasure map will still be there, right? First
Also,
of all,
like, you hit it under his pillow for
that
no
whole
reason.
fucking scene was ridiculous. Like he pulls it out of a hat, then he hides it under the pillow. Well, they just put it back in the fucking hat.
Yeah.
It was in a
Not
hat.
to mention, she changed out of a robe into
Like
another robe.
I thought I was in
She's like, I have something sexy to put on. And Aiden was
I
watching
just-
with us, and I'm like, oh shit,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
gonna come out in some lingerie. It's gonna be
Like
uncomfortable.
Catwoman outfit or something.
And then she's in a long nightgown and a robe.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's some married ass sex right there.
It was like
ooh, yeah.
less sexy than the first night.
Yeah.
No, but
Well,
she
because
also.
she was already like CFNMing him, you know,
Yeah.
like she's like clothed female, new male, and they have pants on, but she's like rubbing up and like, ooh, what's gonna go on? It's like, I'm gonna go change. She's like, wait, what? No, just
Yeah,
don't change.
just do it. Just
Like,
Did
do
Billy
it.
Crystal get swole for days for this, by the way?
Also, but
I mean,
we
that
also
was
didn't
probably
talk
the
about.
best shape he's ever been in.
We didn't talk about when he's at work having a fucking conference, and they put the call through to him in the conference room, and it's his wife
Hold on.
saying
I wrote some
sexy,
shit down,
dirty
hold on.
things to
Oh
him.
yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
That was actually a funny part of the movie though. Like, and you knew that was gonna happen too. Like,
She said, going to give him a tongue bath.
yeah, see, I wrote time about
Start
that.
from
Ugh.
his feet and work up.
Ugh.
Yeah, from
Start
his
from
feet.
his
and work-
feet.
Yeah.
Like, is that? Is,
No, but she also said she was gonna take his hands and sink them into like his ass
Yeah,
or something.
yeah. Take her hands and sink him into his ass. Yeah.
Yeah, dig her hands
Basically,
into
grab
his
his ass
butt.
cheeks. Yeah, for like
Yeah.
dick sucking. Like, obviously.
But
Dick
it's gonna start with his feet somehow. This is very complicated.
Yeah, no, okay, so like who else is like super turned on? Like tongue bath, starting my toes, like lick my toesies and then get all the way up, man.
Give my
Oh,
shit.
like, oh, you missed the spot,
Yeah, my
baby.
knees.
It's like, ah, my tongue is so dry right now. I have a lot of hair on it from your hairy legs. Like,
Use the Gatorade, keep going,
Ah.
baby.
But also,
Ah.
this was his wife. This is a 90s male sitcom wife where she's just like, you're not attractive at all, but I'm totally into it, and I'm trying to have sex with you like all the time.
They definitely made her very like mom attractive.
Yeah.
I thought that was good. I like
Sure.
that about the character.
Maybe she's into funny guys.
Patricia
You think about that?
Patricia Wedding.
No.
Well,
he was
obviously,
so
I mean,
funny.
it's
He was
really
telling all the dad jokes. That's
Yeah.
like Mike Wazowski as a human.
Also, his daughter was in this, but not as his daughter, as a jogger who jogs by.
good. Like, I'm not checking her out.
But the
Give her a
girl,
paycheck.
the weird thing is, the woman who plays his daughter, her last name is Crystal, but she's not his daughter. It's the weirdest thing. She's also the daughter in the first City Slickers, which, by the way, was Jake Gyllenhaal's first movie, but
Yep.
he wasn't featured in this
Lindsay
one.
Crystal.
Yeah, but it's not his daughter.
Maybe she changed her name to that
Yeah,
because she
welcome.
loved being in City Slicker so much.
Shoot, how you doing, Lindsay Crystal? Yeah, so I mean, basically they look at this treasure map and they're like, and then
That's his
of course, Glenn, the brother played by John Lovitz, who is such an
Yeah.
oaf, guys. Like he's got a hole in his sock.
Okay, first
He's
of all,
quoting lines from
first
The
of all,
Godfather.
wife hates him.
Yeah,
like
hates
with
him.
a passion, 1,000
Yeah.
sons. I'm like,
You always hate your in-laws. Come on, man. Who's
but
not
also,
And I
that
love-
was like,
And then I
annoying,
love
but
how
it was
they
like,
set him up before you
geez.
even see him. They're just like, he does this terrible thing and that terrible thing, and we're just
Yeah.
setting up his
Yeah.
character. He's the fucking
What
worst.
an oath! What?
Meanwhile, Daniel Stern really kind of is the worst, and you're like, this guy's just not doing his job at his work. He's calling like a psychiatry radio
Psychic
show.
person, yeah. There's like, are you
Played
still
by
saying
Bob
people in
Balaban,
your
by the way.
mind?
Bob Balaban. We love you, Bob Balaban.
Okay, cool, man.
When you still had hair, Bob Balaban.
He's playing like a Dr. Katz type character.
Yeah.
But at work, instead of doing his work, and they're saying how bad he is at his work, and then this guy's okay.
Actually, John Lovitz looked like he could be Dr. Katz.
Yes, acting. Thank you.
Well. But
Oh
yeah.
yeah, but guys, when he's running, the best part, this movie, I think, when he's running with the bowl.
Yeah.
Huh? Why? Wait, what?
Is that allowed?
Yeah,
Can you do that in like a suburb?
Yeah, like where does he keep?
Also,
the
where do
bowl
they
normally?
keep it? I was
Yeah.
confused by the whole scene.
I didn't like it. I knew that was gonna happen too. Like the
Like,
short.
what if you see something that's like,
I'm talking to someone off camera, like it's gonna be like a fucking cow or something. I'm like, it's a fucking
what happens if it
cow.
like charges? Like,
No,
you think
because
that's
it was
not
from the
bad.
first movie. You guys
I
haven't
know,
even seen
I know,
the first movie.
I know, and that's why I started remembering that I saw
Yeah.
this
But it
movie.
still
before.
should have been in a fucking suburb. I get it. I get where they're going with it. But it was like a suburb.
Also, that bull hit him, and I was like, oh no. I don't know if it hit him or hit like a stunt double, but like it definitely went like
Yeah.
smash into him, like
Yeah.
get the fuck all weird. He's like, here's an ADR line of me being like, hey, you ran into me. It's funny. I was like,
The
no
funny
way.
joke. I'm gonna tell a joke now. Hey, you do that again, I'm gonna make you a
guys-
side of beef.
Yeah.
You guys, we got to see a library in this movie, like full of books that they were using to do research.
And then talking loudly, like that
Yeah.
funny library joke where
No.
you talk
Yeah.
too loudly, people shush you.
Oh,
Yeah.
can we start
Over
counting
and
the
over.
cliches in
For
this
like
movie?
10 minutes.
Can we please start counting the cliches in this
What, like,
movie?
you
Because there are so many
The
cliches in this
the
movie.
parent tropes, the
Yeah.
wife
Oh,
trope.
the I hate your boyfriend cliche. Like, oh, your boyfriend's coming to dinner. We're not gonna see the scene, but I hate her boyfriend.
And then
oh.
like they fit all this stuff in there, but not well. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just like we have to put all this stuff in there. Like why? Like I don't know. And
But
then-
if we're gonna do it, it's gotta be in there.
Yeah.
Just-
Also, Crazy Glenn.
Yeah, boyfriend's name by the way, Curtis.
His wife called him the vice president of Lazy, and I really want to know who the president
Yeah.
of Lazy is. Can we
Is it
figure
Mitch?
out?
But she like got him, you know.
Yeah, Mitch
honest,
wasn't
got him
lazy.
straight.
I mean, there's nothing bad, obviously. He was
Bill?
definitely bad.
No.
No, she liked Phil. She liked Phil.
But who's the president of Lazy? I need to know now. It's like this is a better movie.
Maybe it's Glenn.
The president of Lazy is a better.
Maybe
movie.
they have another
Well, John
brother,
Lovitz is the
an
vice
even
president.
worse brother who would have come out in the third one, but they didn't make a third one. So, you guys, Goonies had a better treasure setup than this movie did. Like, they're just like, there's a map. Part of it's missing, but we're gonna go out into the middle. I like how they just keep saying the West. Like, the West is
Yeah.
multiple fucking states, you dumbass.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's
what?
obviously so much of the desert.
Sure.
They were near Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's before we get to
Right?
Las Vegas, they're in New York with this goddamn map, okay? And they're walking around like somebody's gonna try to steal a fucking treasure map from
Yeah.
them in New York City.
Yeah.
Like, who is gonna walk up to you and steal a treasure
Matt,
map?
this is-
They're talking about treasure like shh. Like
This is New York in the '90s, Matt. People still anything.
people will just steal. Oh, it's a treasure map now. I'm gonna get that treasure. Like, okay, Cal.
Oh, you guys, we also forgot to shut out New Rochelle, New York!
New Rochelle.
Woo-woo!
New
New
Rochelle.
Roche!
New Roach, baby.
Who wants to live
On the
there?
commuter line.
Nobody.
Yeah, you just
People
commute
commuting in
Oh.
New York City. You know, people in the suburbs because suburbs
Oh.
are cool.
Mm-hmm. Where you can have bulls.
And white people.
Yeah.
Uh,
all the white people. There were like 2 black people in the conference
Really?
room in this movie.
Okay.
But that's it. But that's
Say not anywhere
it.
else in the movie.
That's it for the whole movie.
I don't think there's a Hispanic guy. Was there a Hispanic guy in this fucking
Nope.
movie?
Nope.
Jeez.
Nope.
The fuck, 90s?
In
Well, I mean,
former
they
Mexico?
were outside of Las Vegas. There's not really.
Yeah, but they were like in the desert. You think there'd be like one Hispanic or a native dude or something.
Yeah, no.
I think
yeah.
that's you being racist.
Come on, man. It's all white people.
It is all white people.
Um,
They're Jewish. I don't know.
how about those big ass monitors? Did you miss those things? Those CRTs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that he's like my cellular phone.
Also, he got reception in fucking
Yeah, I
the
don't think
desert
he'd
in
get
Las Vegas.
reception up there.
Was it
seriously.
in the future, guys? Was it in the
Mhm.
future?
That's the only way you get cell reception in
Yeah.
the desert of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Outside of Las Vegas somewhere.
Nevada. Sorry. Nevada.
They are looking at one point at a Nevada newspaper on microfiche from the 19th
Mhm.
century.
In New York City. Sure.
What, you gonna Google it, Matt?
Yeah.
It's in the '90s.
Why would they have a 19th century newspaper from Nevada?
Nevada. Didn't you learn anything
New York
from
keeps
me?
New York libraries keep fastidious records of all kinds of newspapers.
Especially when it
They're
comes
very
to
fastidious.
gold.
And I don't know if
Yeah.
you know about this, but microfiche is very small. You can put a lot of stuff around. It's micro. It's not macrofiche. It's
Aw.
a big fiche.
Megafiche?
And they're very
Like a giant
fastidious about it.
fiche. Like this fiche is bigger than the actual newspaper was.
Yeah.
Why am I
It's
using
ridiculous.
this?
This machine is ridiculous.
There's-
Oh, and the lying to your wife cliche before they leave.
Yeah.
Because they're supposed to be going to a
Convention.
convention in Las Vegas of
It's
some
a radio
sort.
convention.
Yes, of some sort.
Yeah.
They never really explained that. Like, I'm bringing you so you can get connections.
Yeah.
Do you care though? Honestly, Is that something
I
you like?
didn't, but I also didn't care for the rest of the movie. So I mean, that's why it's like, why is this just a generic convention that you're bringing people to? That you're allowed to
Yes.
bring people to, I guess.
Yes.
It's fine.
I put this is the Billy with the crystal interlude. Because he's just doing all those Billy Crystal jokes.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, here's my tight 10, guys,
Yeah.
about Mickey Mantle.
Yeah.
And like, you're like, okay, what the... Why are we
It's
doing
gonna be
this?
funny.
Or
Let's
he
talk
makes-
about the Mets, guys.
He makes
Like,
the
okay.
jokes in front of the two guys who like sell him all the stuff that they use. Also, they take it's 1990 something. They have a fucking wagon and horses.
With a Gatorade
What?
jug on the side of it, by the way.
What?
Gatorade jug.
Oh, oh.
Cool.
It's got people into
Sure.
stuff. We'll get into it.
They're city slickers. That's why they're
Mhm.
slicking it out there.
Map on fire cliche. They light the map on fire, of course, with their
That'd be
magnifying glass.
that'd be Glenn. That's
Yeah.
oaf. That's Cilio.
Again, this is another point where I was like, I've seen this before. Because when you take a magnifying glass out, he's gonna light the thing on
Yeah.
fire by mistake, and I was like,
Oh no, I'm not saying we didn't call out all
Like,
of this stuff. ahead of time.
none of these jokes. None of these.
You in a booger?
No, I
it's
was
like some
cleaning
chips.
up my tooth hole and then
Ah,
eating it.
Nice. That's on camera now.
Yeah.
Posterity.
Uh,
Yummy, yummy.
I was just saving
okay,
it for
first of all,
later.
Phil doesn't know what north and south.
Oh my
mean.
god. Yeah.
He doesn't
Okay.
know what they mean.
They
He
did
thinks
this
north
before.
Is up.
This is the second movie. They've been
yeah.
out before.
But Glenn,
Yeah,
Glenn
he was
also,
part of. He like had to learn how to do this
Glenn
shit.
Yeah.
also doesn't know east and west.
No, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what the fuck?
Yeah, the sun
Like, not
set.
knowing which
Well,
way
the
is east
sun
and west
sets
makes
in the
sense.
east, right? Well, we're west now,
That's
so
stupid.
it must set in
That's
the east.
stupid, but at least she knows that's a direction. North is up? Like,
Yeah.
you think north is up?
Guys, they're doing funny jokes.
Yeah.
Okay?
Nothing
These are
funny about it. I was like, this is just
funny
stupid. Like, a
jokes.
2-year-old
They're
knows
just
this.
dumb. They're just dumb.
This isn't really an indictment of our educational system in the
Oh.
90s.
And then that map flies away, and he jumps to catch it, and he's on, like, some fucking rock. And I was like,
It was a rock that looks like a hand.
Yeah. You guys, and then we come to a scene where Daniel Stern thinks that his ass is gonna have to get sucked, and they talk about sucking asses
Yeah.
like a lot.
they're like, let's lean into these gay jokes. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, because he sees.
It's gonna age well.
Hey, Mitch was willing to suck his ass.
Yeah.
Okay, to save
He
him.
was gonna suck the poison out.
Also, where did they think the poison was? Because it looked like he was gonna go, like, deep down into the, like,
Yeah.
the brown hole to get that
Well,
poison
it's like in
out.
the butt. It's like one of his buttons.
He's like,
On the
he
cheeks,
had
yeah.
the cheeks like kind of
Yeah.
open almost, and he's like, oh, it's a.
There was no opening of cheeks. He was looking around for the wound. Okay, man.
Well, when the thing happened,
This
in fact,
is not. This is not your.
I don't
your,
remember watching this.
Your
when we were
porno
young.
version of this, man.
I don't remember
okay?
watching this when I
It's
was
like,
young.
Oh, there
But
is
the
poison.
snake supposedly bites him, and he just goes like, ow! And I'm like, if this rattlesnake bit you, you'd be like,
Yeah.
fuck, ow, fuck,
Yeah.
ow, fuck, fuck, ow,
Well,
fuck.
you could tell the wrestling bit him because he was still sitting there and shaking
Yeah.
and singing. and-
Yeah, not freaking out and
Yeah.
not going away. So there's a montage scene where they're just traveling through the West for like a day or whatever, and Billy Crystal is
Montage.
explaining how a VCR works. You guys.
I wrote that down too. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, this movie was made when there were cellular phones, so these shows have been out for a while.
Like to record things.
1994 is when this movie came out. There was
It-
definitely VCRs.
It was.
then.
I think it was made. It was set in '92. Yeah. No, people knew how
Yeah,
VCRs
92 was
worked
when
by
it was
then.
set because
Yeah.
he was born in 52 and he said he was turning 40.
But he had to explain to both of them how
Wow.
VCRs work
Wow.
because they couldn't
Wow.
get it. I
Deep
guess.
dive over here.
Yeah. Also, the behind me jokes, they're behind me, never get old in this movie, right? Because that's a thing.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
not behind me.
But
yeah.
like most of the time he's talking shit about people, he's not talking loudly, and
Yeah.
they like walk up, and they, you can tell they really didn't seem to be.
Well,
paying
it's funny
attention.
because he's intelligent and self-aware when
Yeah.
he knows that there's someone
Yeah.
behind him.
So, and then I love, so those two guys tie them up and they close up on the ropes, and the ropes are so loose. Like, Billy Crystal's hand is almost coming out. It's like, why would you close
He's
up
like,
on
make
those
sure you
shitty
don't tie
ass
these
ropes?
too tight. I don't want to get
Yeah.
hurt.
He's like, ooh,
Mike
we're
Wazowski.
tied up.
Guys, but then they're saved. By, is it Curly? It looks like
No,
Curly.
it's
Well,
Duke.
okay, Duke had already been on a fucking New York subway
Yeah. Can we
And
talk about the fact?
outside of
his
this
house.
fucking house.
Like a
But he
tree.
didn't fucking
What?
talk to
Like a
him.
weird tree.
Yeah.
Like a weird
And he's like,
tree.
yeah, I came to your house, and I was like,
looking in your damn windows.
yeah, like what the fuck, man? I wanna,
Why?
Yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with
Also,
you?
he doesn't really
Because
explain
then
how he
I
does
get to
that.
talk about my house. We did a lot of work on the house.
Yeah,
the dryer
right.
on that
Right.
side was terrible. Oh my god.
Next time
The
you
black
do that, it's
hole
like
was
the
so hard to
Mets.
get rid of.
Yeah.
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I think we all did like A plus
Yeah,
personal impressions there.
exactly.
Okay, so but Duke comes to his house, and so you're like, oh, I got all the charm of Curly without any of the charm of Curly.
Yeah,
like it's like,
seriously.
oh, it's Curly's face, but this guy is
Yeah,
playing a
they're
new
like-
character
they're like,
that I don't
hey-
give a shit about. Like,
No, Jack Palance was like if I come back for a second movie,
I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
be an
mean.
asshole. I
I'm
just
gonna
want to be a
mean
jerk. Yeah.
Real
I'll
life.
be the opposite, where I'm a
You
jerk.
fucking
Yeah.
assholes. I would have loved if he was his character from Batman, from the 1989 Batman.
Yes.
I'm your number one guy.
Yeah.
Jack Palance is acting his
Can I
ass
just
off.
say my favorite character in this movie we didn't even get to meet? It's Duke and Curly's mom, who was stabbed in a bar fight at 95
Yeah,
years
because she
old.
died, yeah.
And she purposely ripped apart a treasure map to make sure her two kids would have to come together again, except it didn't work.
But
'cause
also,
one of them died.
Also, like,
so.
how much do you not like your one son
Yeah.
and you give him a full map
Yeah.
to follow, and the other one just like a little corner?
You're like, you get the key.
Like, you're gonna
but
go
you
on this
get
wild
the
goose
map.
chase, and it just says we reburied it here in this little tiny spot.
Okay, there's a one.
Because he went to the ocean. He went to
fuck
sea.
you, Mom.
I have one big problem with this movie, and it's right
One?
after. Right, just one.
Yeah, I know that. I
Right,
can tell.
right
there's only
after
one.
they finish fighting these bad guys that tie them up, they start bickering with each other. I'm like, dude, you just survived getting almost murdered,
Yeah.
okay? Just be on the same team for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and luckily, I mean, those are real bad guys that were just trying to
Yeah.
get their stuff.
Yeah.
but then Duke's like, I was gonna kill you and take the map, and you're like, fuck, old guy gonna get the treasure by
Yeah,
himself.
sure,
You can't do
yeah.
shit, man. You're old.
Where's all your
Oh,
supplies?
fuck.
Where's your fucking horse?
So,
like,
so about that, there was Connor started watching this movie with me, and he said a couple very fun things. He said, I'm very sad for that man because he's so old. I was like, oh, really?
okay, we
He
were.
was. He's not
Yeah.
wrong.
He's like, they need to watch after him because he's gonna. And then one scene where they're all shivering, there's
Yeah.
the body warmth jokes, which were snot
Oh
overdrawn
god,
disorder.
I know.
He's like, they need to go see him because he will freeze to death. And I was like, okay. And I was like, you're very concerned for
Aw.
Duke. You're very
He's
concerned,
a
my
nice
friend.
He's
kid.
the dumpster.
He also said, when he saw their food go over, he was like, they should go and get their food. And I was like, Connor, that's like a ravine.
Yeah.
Literally, you saw that thing smashed into pieces, and he's like,
Yeah. So can
yeah,
we
but
talk
some of
about?
it's probably still good. And I was like, okay,
Can we talk
fair
about
enough.
the
And
then?
the jerky's not gonna.
He's
This
not
is
wrong.
all just
Yeah.
cliches after this point. So the
Sometimes
losing
you gotta
all
go.
the supplies cliche. Oh, he has to answer his cell phone cliche. The wagon is falling apart cliche.
Oh, yeah, okay, no, hold on. He has to answer his cell phone cliche.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's what I
Yeah.
was like. What the fuck?
Yeah.
He's trying to save his friend from dying.
No,
and
it was his brother. His brother's in the wagon. First
And
of
he
all,
doesn't pick up his
first of all,
goddamn phone.
before we even get to all of this,
Too
horses
late, we already got
don't
there.
run toward cliffs
It's
and then
always
jump
run.
away. Cliffs are the horses are not like there's a cliff here. I need to run toward the cliff.
Yeah, they all run to.
Fuck you.
They were having a
Well, no.
stampede.
Well,
It was
no,
going
it's
a
well
little
known
crazy.
stampede,
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. So yeah. So then of course you saw it coming. The wagon goes over the cliff, but they
They
survive.
also lose the map in that scene.
Look, except that Mitch looks a little bit like a Singapore hooker.
Yeah.
Well, then Glenn remembers all of the map
Yeah.
because he saw it for
Guys,
like 3
guys,
seconds.
This was established earlier. I was like, oh, look at this MacGuffin. Hey, I know all the. And anytime
I
you
can
tell
count
me
all the letters in a
the
word,
thing,
and- yeah,
That's
fuck
how I know
you.
this map
Fuck
because there's
you.
letters in it. Like,
Fuck you, Glenn.
the
Fuck you,
fuck?
Glenn. Also, your name not Jewish enough.
Also, John
Glenn.
Lovitz,
Jewish
you
enough.
were the
Yeah.
best actor in this movie. Don't
Yeah.
let them
Also,
talk
I
shit
did
about
write
him.
that multiple times. I'm like, where's John Lovett's Oscar? Come
You're
on.
supposed to
people.
be the chosen
Yeah.
one.
Glenn, Glenn
I'm
was
your
the
kid
hardest.
brother. I wanted you to be proud of me, or me to be proud of you. But take care of me, Mitch. But also, I can count all the letters in that. I'm John Lovitz.
John Lovitz was the best actor in this movie,
Yeah.
hands down.
No, I mean, it's
Hey,
true, yeah.
He had some great physical comedy, like when they're snuggling and they woke up and he has his hand
And he
on
had his hand on his
Wait,
brother's
yeah.
penis.
Yeah.
On his brother's penis.
I know. I don't know any brothers
Then
who've ever
also,
done that
they-
before.
Not-
they
not
barely
just gay,
allude to
or-
that.
Not just gay, but also
Yeah,
incest.
they barely allude to that. They just show it, and then they all wake up and they're like, "We survived." It's like, what the?
Well,
What?
because
No,
Mitch
Billy
is-
Crystal looks down and goes like this. He goes,
Yeah,
"Ugh,"
Mitch,
Yeah.
takes his hand off.
Mitch is like used to having that hand on his dick. That's why, like, growing up, kind of,
Right, I guess so.
you know. I'm saying the gay
so-
girl-
Oh yeah, but also the whole body heat scene is dumb because they're all like, body heat is a thing. You guys, did you know? No fucking shit, body heat's a thing. You dumbasses.
Jeez.
Oh, it just makes me
Wow,
angry.
Wow, wow, wow.
Also, that scene was much better done in Star Trek 4, The Search for Spock. Just saying.
That's
That's
three.
3. That's 3. You're right. I'm sorry. It's 3. Star Trek 3. Search for Spock.
I'll take your name.
Entire scene.
Also, more
The
Duke.
Wrath of Khan.
More gay jokes to Duke, which was like
Oh my
this
God.
whole like
Also,
45 minutes.
but also this guy was in the Navy, so I think
And
he knows
loves
what's up.
semen.
I think he
Also,
knows what's up.
also, like Duke and Mitch have this moment where he's like, I need this treasure because my fucking life is in shambles.
Yeah.
And then literally the next scene is we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like let's just ditch
Yeah.
this old guy.
Let's just leave him.
Like what?
Also,
I
you
thought that was
guys-
gonna be heel
you
turn,
guys-
but it was not.
You
It
guys,
turned
there was
out
a
nothing.
really poignant scene in this movie where he says, "I haven't seen my brother for 40 years, but I see him every time I look in the mirror."
The funny thing is, I wrote that was a poignant moment. That was the exact phrase I wrote.
Really?
What a poignant moment that was.
But you
But
guys,
like I bet it facetious.
twins were watching a movie about twins.
When you're twins,
Yeah.
you're not outside of me.
Duke plays dead
Yeah.
when he's like.
But he plays dead the same way Curly actually died,
Yeah.
which is fucking weird, right? Like, cause he doesn't know Curly died.
Yeah.
So what is he doing that for?
But then like he's like, I think he's dead because this is how Curly died, and he just yells in his face like
Yeah.
as a funny joke. I'm like,
yeah, it was funny. It was really
Oh.
funny.
okay.
Sure.
I feel like somebody had an idea like this is gonna
Also,
be a great scene.
Really,
We're gonna have him pretend
really,
he's dead.
Duke had no fucking problem with Curly dying.
Okay.
Like when he first said, he's like, oh
He's
yeah,
old, he's
like,
old.
when he dies, like,
He's
yep.
super old and sad, as my son would say. Like
He was so. That guy's old. They should take care of that
look
guy.
at him, he's
Aw.
old. He's like, he's gonna die. He's gonna
Aw.
freeze to death, Dad. I was like, I'm sure he'll be okay.
I would have given this movie 5 stars if Duke's dad set up traps in this cave when they found this fucking
Yeah.
cave. Which, by the way, they walked in the dark and got lost, and then all of a sudden they were like right next to the cave.
Yeah.
Well, no, see, they walked past it. That's
Yeah.
originally. That's why.
But then you're like, there's a thing and there's a thing,
Yeah,
which were
they're
like,
like,
about
first
a
of all,
mile and a half
yeah,
apart.
seriously, here's 2 things really far away. It's in between
It must be
these 2
somewhere in
things
between
somewhere.
there,
Yeah.
and they find it immediately. With
Okay,
no
so,
super
but of
easy,
course,
barely inconvenience.
another cliche, they get in there and their flashlights start going out, like, oh my god, and then there's bats, you guys, it's a cave, oh!
And then of
no.
course there's fungus
Yeah,
monsters. You're like,
yeah,
no!
exactly.
That's what rabies.
It's a bloater.
And then, of course, like every cave movie, they have mine carts.
Mitch,
because I'm
before
always
the
like,
mine
where's
carts,
the
the
mine
mine
carts
carts were
scene?
so-
Before the
good.
minecart, Mitch fell like a good 20 feet onto his fucking back.
Oh yeah,
I was
like into
"Oh,
the minecart.
God.
Like
Well, see,
that,
obviously
yeah.
he's doing better for it than we are, because like out of like
Yeah, I would have been dead. I was like, I cannot, I'm paraplegic now.
Yeah.
Because fuck. He fell just backwards and then like into it. I was like, oh god.
like, I wake up sometimes I'm like, did I just fall 20 feet onto my
fucking
back?
A.
Like no, I've just been in bed.
Yeah, and then this fucking minecart scene where then
Which was so
Oh,
good.
then he gets thrown off
Oh,
and like
my.
a bunch of fucking wood just falls on top
They were
of
like,
his
you
head.
guys,
Phil moves backwards and he hits the thing in the
They're-
tracks
yeah.
and it switches.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's so
you guys,
classic.
you guys, they were like, listen, everyone loves Short Round and they love
Yeah, it's very
the
Goonies.
Temple of
Very
Doom.
Goonies-like.
And so we have to, yeah, that's another
Very
time.
Goonies, that's
Yeah,
symbolic.
no, well, I was thinking,
Yeah,
you
you
know,
feel like a Temple Doom.
yeah.
Well, I
but
mean,
also-
Billy Crystal literally put the hat on and put
Yeah.
the rope around himself.
Yeah.
It was already a smoke show
Yeah.
before that, so it was like,
Yeah.
wow.
there you go.
But yeah, he didn't die from that wood piling on top of him. He's just like fine. He's like
Well,
just
also, like,
getting
he
up.
spaced
Also,
out and fed in
That
water.
minecart's
It's,
going like how
definitely gonna
fast?
give him
Just
some
jump
kind
out
of
the
dysentery.
fucking back of the minecart. But and then Daniel Stern does the whole scene where he puts his ear to the track. He's like, I have to listen. There's a vibration
Yeah.
coming. Oh!
It's
I think it's in
This
front of me. The
way.
cart's
Yeah.
like 4
See?
feet from his fucking
Because
head.
he doesn't have a good sense of direction.
Oh,
Because
God.
he's a city slicker, guys. You guys
He
are
learned
getting it
nothing
wrong.
from the last
You guys
movie,
are
apparently.
getting it.
Well, the worst part about this is after all this shit, they are literally like 4 feet from the fucking treasure.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
the treasure. We found
Guys,
it.
bars of gold in a box. But then the rub, guys.
Yeah,
What's up
but
with the rub?
then some
Literal
like
rub. He rubbed on the thing and it was.
Literally, a literal rub.
yeah, some robbers come along because you could tell because their noses are covered by bandanas and they're like, "Give us the money," you know, and then
Which like I said, I didn't remember any of this movie, so I was like, oh, they're somehow it must be those 2 guys from earlier.
That's what I thought too.
Is there
I
two
thought
guys?
that's what it was
that's
supposed to be. But I knew I was like, "Why are their faces covered?" And my favorite part from that scene is that fucking John Lovitz bites the guy's hand to get him to release the gun, but then doesn't grab the fucking gun. Like, what's the point of biting this dude's hand to get the gun and then run the fuck away?
So also these actors
Sure.
have guns with blanks in them
Yeah.
that also have paint?
Goo?
Yeah.
Like goo.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a paint
Yeah.
swim, sort of, which is not a thing.
Yeah, he
That's-
said it was
I get it.
Also,
100% not a
he
thing.
legit pretended to die. He was
Yeah.
like, I'm dying.
Well, that was all
No
done up to
pain.
that one.
Like what the like?
Yes, he even said
I'm
that though.
dead.
He said I don't
It
feel
feels
any
okay.
pain.
Yeah, I don't feel anything.
And I was
And
like,
then
John
they're all
Lovitz.
like, yeah.
And literally, I
Yeah.
like stood up and was like,
No, he really was the star of this movie.
I was like Oscars.
Yeah. Also, you guys, it was the Dewey Schmaltz brothers. I don't remember their name, but one of them is the revolting blob from Billy Madison.
the
so.
Jewy.
It's Ira. Okay, look it the fuck up, because it's Ira and like, you know,
I feel like we're getting a strike
Levi
for like
Steve
anti-Semitism.
Virgin or something.
This will never be shown.
No, there's a lot of Jews in this
Yep.
movie. This
Yeah,
movie
it's
is
Billy
about
Crystal's in
Jews
this.
going west and doing cowboy
This
things.
is a Billy Crystal joint, guys. Of course, there's a lot of Jews in.
Oh, okay. Also, they're like, this map is a fake map that is used for this thing.
Yeah.
And this map was in fucking Curly's hat.
Yeah, so where the fuck did they get the other map?
See, that's
like,
the prototype map.
But here's the thing. Curly was like, I got this big venture for us because he wanted Duke to be a part of this like thing, and he didn't want him to find money. He just mistakenly
Yeah.
made him think that he was going to find money,
Sure.
but actually wanted him to be a part of this like.
Oh. David
David
Kamer
Kamer.
and Josh Mostel, who is the revolting blob from
Yeah.
Billy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we
As
don't know that.
Ira and Barry. So there. Shellowitz.
there,
I wasn't that far
Shellowitz.
off.
They were definitely
I said
Jewish.
schmaltz.
There you go.
I said
See,
schmaltz.
Yes.
you didn't
Shellowitz.
think they were Jewish, but they were.
They were in the first movie,
So
guys.
many
They're
Jews
ice
are
cream
in
people, yeah.
show business.
Tom Cruise isn't, but I heard his agent isness.
Okay. So dumbasses.
Yeah.
And then
Okay, so you're like, oh, this movie is over. Great place
Please.
to end it.
also
Yeah.
he's getting a divorce, 100%.
Yeah.
No, probably
Wait,
not.
first
right?
of all,
Like,
I can't wait to
you
get
guys,
home from
first of all,
lying and lick
he
your teeth.
told his brother he was proud of him. So, I mean, obviously.
and he
that's
said
really
that he told
important.
his wife everything.
Yeah.
He did tell.
And she's divorcing.
So, I love how, first of all, he comes out of the shower, which he just ripped his clothes off to get into the shower and get clean.
And like literally just dropped them. Like,
Yeah,
one
and
step,
then
one
Duke
step,
is
one step.
just in his hotel room because he got in there somehow.
Duke's like, I
Yeah.
can see your
Yeah.
dick. You left the door
Yeah.
open to your hotel room. What
But then
the
he
fuck?
also
Let me look at
says-
your dick.
Billy Crystal also says, I love Las Vegas. $3.95 all you can eat. $3.95
All you can eat
all you can
buffet.
eat.
All you can eat
That
buffet.
sounds unhealthy.
All you can eat
like
buffet.
This is
probably.
the '90s. That's a good.
All you
place
can eat
in the
buffet.
90s. Like, come on.
It's an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Yeah.
for
And he's
$4.
not on this. He's not on the main drag. Like he's off the strip somewhere.
If he's a
Yeah.
Jewish man, almost 40, that's gonna fuck up his digestive
He's
system.
at a casino with like some kind of weird
Yeah.
gold miner animatronic on top. Like it's not like he's at like the fucking like
$4 buffet.
like the Caesars or something. You know, like he's at someplace shitty.
And then you guys, it's real gold. There's real gold.
Yeah, he tries to scrape it and then he
I
starts
think I must have dozed during this part because I
I
didn't
think
get
you
it.
did.
Because why was it real gold? Because the other stuff was
No,
not
'cause-
real gold.
Because
Because
it
if you
was
put the other part into
of
the map,
says we reburied the gold here.
because they were hot on the guy's tail, the real guy who buried the gold.
And that was in Duke's hat.
Yeah.
They
And
split the
instead
map
of
up.
putting it together
They
at
split
the
it.
beginning of when they had the map
Yes,
together,
he had it the
because
whole
that would have
time.
been intelligent.
Like he didn't.
They-
Which also, like, they could have remedied this madness by just being like, yeah, I
Yeah.
just checked my fucking hat right now.
You know what? You should. Can we go back a couple minutes where you never told me that? 'cause
Like,
I was
I've
so
had
happy
this
to
hat
see
for
you.
50 years and I just checked the
I,
goddamn
just,
lining.
I remember I kind of like dozed and I saw that they had the gold bars. Like this one's real gold. I'm like, was it just mixed in with the lead ones or something? Because first of all, gold and lead weigh different.
Well,
Yeah.
but also, like, he's trying to, like, entice him back on the trip, but
Yeah.
he's already found the gold,
Yeah.
obviously. He
When
has the
and
gold
where
in
did
his
he
hand.
find the gold?
What? I mean,
Mitch
he got
literally
this
just got to the fucking hotel room and took a shower.
Well, I
in
mean-
what time did Duke have to find
up.
fucking
in
gold?
his defense, they traversed, like, the goddamn Grand Canyon in maybe a day.
Yeah.
Like, it made no sense how fast they moved throughout
Badlands,
mountainous,
yeah.
Well, you know what? His wife's gonna be happy because she likes money.
Oh. Yeah, and she's gonna get his dick now because he's
Yeah.
really gonna give it to
Gonna
her
get that
because he
crystal
got the
dick.
gold. Yeah.
Oh, and Connor also asked me if they were looking for the gold to make armor. I was like, probably not. I mean,
I mean, maybe.
interesting question.
You never know.
He's like, what about diamonds? Did they make armor out of diamonds? And I was like, we're getting off topic.
I
But
think
I don't. I hope
think
not.
you're thinking Minecraft.
Yes,
but,
it was exactly
Yeah.
right. Kids like they do that in Minecraft. I was like, oh, okay, well they're also blocky dudes. That's a
Yeah.
different thing, but I'm sorry.
No, I mean Billy
He's
Crystal.
like, I'm just trying to put
Billy
this in my
Crystal could be
wheelhouse.
the dude from Minecraft.
Are there
to me.
creepers in this?
Yeah.
Like,
If there's a Minecraft movie, I want Billy Crystal to play the main
like,
dude.
that's right, I'm Minecraft Steve.
Minecraft Steve. That's exactly it, Steve. Yeah, Steve.
I know all about Minecraft now because
I used to. I don't remember anymore.
Connor's guy is playing.
Games
it.
moved away from it, so.
Yeah, the boys don't play it anymore either.
Well, they're gonna get
Dan
back
made
into
a
it 'cause
conscious
Connor's gonna
choice
make
not
them.
to play it
They
anymore.
play it like once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
Connor like he does once a day. He'll be like, here's my pitch, Dad. Okay, maybe if we get the Minecraft, we go to play the Minecraft.
So was
and we
this?
got it for the PS4.
Oh, I was thinking of Fortnite.
Was this worse than Yoga Hosers?
I was thinking about that while we were watching.
I enjoyed this movie.
It was a romp.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
Glad I picked it.
Yeah.
It could have been worse. Definitely. Definitely could
I
have
didn't-
been worse.
Billy
You guys,
Crystal's
John
Billy Crystal.
Lovitz was in this.
I know,
movie.
obviously, if you hate Billy Crystal, this is not.
Like I
good
said,
for
the
you.
music was half the
Also,
goddamn movie.
watching this movie made me pick out 2 more Burn After Watchings that are on Amazon because Billy Crystal's in one
Did
and
you
John
pick
Lovitz
City
is one.
Slickers 3?
I didn't. That's not a real movie.
Curly.
I can't believe this was a real movie.
The
No.
triplet comes.
In the future, we're gonna watch Mom
I'm
and Dad.
Duke.
We're gonna watch
I'm
Mom
a
and Dad
mom.
Save the World with Terry Garr and Jeffrey
name is-
Jones.
Sure, I'm sure, right?
Jeffrey
Also,
Jones.
there's a bunch of movies we did not throw out because I was
Father's
like,
Day.
after watching, including, guys, Tiptoes.
Which one is that?
That's the one where Dustin Hoffman plays a
Not Dustin
little
Hoffman,
person.
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman plays
Plays a little person. And his brother is, his full-size brother is played with Matthew McConaughey.
Oh,
Alright, we're gonna watch it and we're gonna cry. You're gonna cry.
My left
You're gonna
foot
cry.
always be better than the right one.
Okay, so I don't know. Like I said, the music's half the
Yeah.
movie, but it's
Yeah,
still
also,
not that bad.
guys,
It
what
could
was
be
the
worse.
moral of this movie, do you think?
Brotherhood.
Stick to it, and you always find the gold.
I think it was just greedy,
Honesty.
right? It was just
Yeah.
being greedy.
Yeah.
Basically,
Like,
treat
I'm
your
betting your
wife.
wife.
Treat your wife like shit. She'll come back to you. She'll
Yeah.
lick your feet.
Yeah.
You'll lick your
all over
tongue
your
bath.
body. Oh.
What's a tongue bath now, guys?
But don't get divorced, because that
Nah.
divorce will last like 4 years and it'll be
That
horrible.
Billy Crystal should shave his chest
Yeah.
more often.
Yeah.
Women are one-dimensional, where wives are ladies
Yeah,
to
you
fuck.
got the. There you go.
Or
And
ex-wives.
sometimes we change it to something sexy, which is the same
No.
thing.
The same
Like,
exact
is it the
thing.
same? I literally looked at it. I was like, is she the same?
No, it was, the first one was blue.
And I
okay?
thought that would
No,
have been a great.
The
part.
first one was like a terry cloth robe, but she didn't have anything on underneath.
Yeah, like,
You're ready to
She
go.
was just
yeah.
ready to fuck.
Yeah.
And
let's
then
try
when
to change
she
something
said she was
different,
gonna, first of all, it took her 10 fucking
Yeah,
minutes
all
to
time.
change too.
They
Into
kept
a
showing her
fucking
in the silhouette, like putting things on.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like some either her coming out with something funny or she was gonna come out and like catch him doing something.
Yeah.
That was
No,
that was
no.
funnier than any of Billy Crystal jokes. Was watching her change because you kept seeing like her go like
Yeah.
this, and she would like
Yeah.
put something else on. And
I
like,
think she
what
was
is she
trying to
doing?
mime. Like she was like maybe had a clown outfit. Like oh no.
Oh, you guys, she
loves
was.
clowns.
She
thinks they're
tried.
sexy,
She
like-
was trying on the. She tried on the strap on, and then she's
Like
like,
the
"That's too
motion
much."
That's also why she was
Yeah.
upset. I think is because
Yeah.
she was ready to get.
Yeah,
it
she was.
in.
Yeah.
He's like I'm
She
done.
said she was gonna sink into his butt. I mean, so you know.
With her giant fake dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, he
Is
did-
that why Billy
he
Crystal
didn't
ran
let
away?
her hide anywhere in the house. And
Oh my God!
She
We
was
didn't even
so
talk about
turned
that
on.
part because that
She
scene
was
was
so
that
turned
scene
on.
was the most uncomfortable scene. But also, okay, so yeah,
Why?
he has sex for literally like 10 seconds, and he's like, "Oh, I had a fast sex, so
Yeah.
give me 10 minutes, and then we'll be ready to go again, right?"
And before
Shift
that, I-
change.
Yeah.
Shift change.
right before I'd written that, I was like, "This is just like Married Life," and then I saw that part, and I was like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah. So
Ah, shit.
then he tells her to go any room in the house. Oh, really? Where your kids are sleeping? Why didn't you just go fuck in your kids' room? Also, there are
The
people sleeping in this house. Okay, have some respect.
Well, no, she literally said that she wanted John Lovett's character to go out so she could be loud.
Yeah.
So I think they got it
Well,
right.
they started in.
I mean, let's just say
in the
Curtis
section,
was
so.
definitely given it to daughter. She's
Sure.
has her fingers in his
Yeah,
babies and shit.
yeah, because he had all those earrings
Yeah.
supposedly.
Yeah.
You know that's a deleted scene from this
Oh,
movie.
100%. I would
And
watch it.
we, yeah,
100%.
I want to see it.
The-
Like
the
I was almost
NC-17 version.
It's gonna be
disappointed
like
that we didn't see that
like
scene.
A young Nick Swarsden
Yeah.
playing Curtis maybe or something. I
I
don't
gotta
know.
find out. Maybe we'll
Deleted
find
Curtis deleted-
Delete it.
The
All right,
Legend of
well,
Cur-
while we find out, guys.
Guys,
watch
City Slickers 3: The Legend of Curtis is going.
One of the Curtis's balls. Bye.
Bye everyone.